Welcome to XM.com for this Forex Preview video. I'm Cristina Marujos, and joining me today is Senior Investment Analyst Raf Boyajian. We'll be having a look at the non-farm payrolls report out of the U.S. on Friday, and of course, the outlook for the dollar. Rafi, the surge in new virus cases across America in November looks like it may have slowed the labor market, and all eyes will be on Friday's non-farm payrolls report, mainly to see whether the numbers will be enough to pressure the Federal Reserve into easing further in December. Do you think the NFP report will be the tipping point for the Fed?
Well, Christina, that is the big question because so far we've had very few hints from the Fed as to what they're planning for their December policy meeting. So we've seen some signs that the U.S. economy has been slowing in recent weeks. And as you mentioned, it's mainly down to the fact that there's a resurgence of virus cases across America. So the U.S. is now experiencing its third wave, and we've had significant tightening of restrictions across the country. So that's expected to have taken quite a toll on the labor market. We are expecting non-farm payrolls to rise by 481,000. So that would be a notable slowdown from the 638,000 we saw back in October. The unemployment rate is expected to tick down just 0.1% from 6.9 to 6.8%. But will that cooling down be considered significant enough to force the Fed's hand? Well, that remains to be seen. So although the slowdown isn't quite as bad as what we were seeing in Europe, so at the moment the US economy may still manage to grow in the fourth quarter. There's still quite a lot of slack in the labor market, much more so than what the unemployment rate is signaling, because the labor force participation rate is still far below pre-pandemic levels, and so the true unemployment rate may be much higher than what the official jobless measure is showing. But we still don't know how worried the Fed is in order to increase monetary stimulus.
Now, turning to the dollar, we've seen the currency come under pressure lately against its major peers. How could the NFP report affect the greenback's moves from here?
So the dollar is actually on a quite a significant downtrend lately, and that's partly down to expectations that the Fed will ease again, but it's primarily down to improved risk appetite. So the US dollar has seen its safe haven status lose a lot of its appeal as optimism grows about the economic outlook for the second half of 2021. Still, if we do see a poor report, that could apply a further pressure on the greenback as investors will become more confident that the Fed will announce significant easing at its December meeting. But the dollar has already fallen quite a lot, so it's questionable how much more scope there is for additional losses. But nevertheless, as long as we see continued optimism in the markets, then the risks for the dollar will remain skewed to the downside.
Rafi, thank you for joining me today. This was a Forex Preview on the non-farm payrolls report out on Friday. Thanks for watching here at XM.com.